Good morning, everyone. It's Jenny. I'm back with, I guess it's kind of like a mixed plate kind of a video. In Hawaii, we call it mixed plate. I know a lot of people do like this and that kind of videos, like Anna and Marissa used to do those types as well. But it's just basically, I guess I don't really have like a big project to share. So I thought I'd just share all my small projects together in one video. So it's a little, you don't have to watch like 5 different videos. Anyway, so in Hawaii we have what's called a plate lunch, and that's basically like a combination kind of thing. Like you can mix and match what you want to eat, and that's the mixed plate version of it. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and I just wanted to I guess because they're so small, I didn't want to like take up a whole video. Okay, anyway, so before I get into all of this stuff, I did do a bunch of just other like get the main part of it ready, like not decorate it yet. So I did do a bunch of these rosettes, and I just wanted to point out that I did try out Tara's her video on, she did a live on how she does her rosettes, and it's made a big difference in how my rosettes look. I actually used the stickles. I think that really makes it pop. It's hard to see on this lighting, but if you're looking at the one without and then the one with, it makes a huge difference in real life. So I actually went out and I bought stickles because of that. But her technique of using the non-stick mat underneath and then pouring your glue, put your glue inside and then hold it down, helped a lot. Like it looks way neater. And then you can actually put down your dot. I didn't put dots on all of these, but I will when I start to decorate them. So I made a ton. I have like a couple different sizes because I did use the old Tim Holtz rosette die that I had in my stash. So here's the other size. It's a lot smaller. And then it also cuts this size or this shape, which is a little bit different. And so it's kind of similar to the die that I just got from Urban Gems, which is Tara's shop. So I haven't cut that one yet, but that's what that looks like. So I made those like right after she had her live because I was already gonna make rosettes. So those have been kind of sitting around. I haven't decorated them yet. And then the other night I wanted to try out, because my glitterific paintbrushes came in from Frank Garcia Studio. They had, I guess, oversold or they ran out, and so I just got my order recently, and so I wanted to kind of play around with it. So one thing I saw was Anna at Serenity Creations had painted, it's hard to see in this lighting, but she had painted the glitterific on her crepe rosettes, and so I tried that. I made a few of the blue and the white, and it's hard to see, but actually it does look nice. I was a little worried last night. It does, if you use too much, you see how it looks kind of see-through now. I don't really care for that, but I do like the effect. So I think I just have to use less of the glitterific on it. Like hers came out really nice. So that's what mine looks like. Here's the gold, you can really see. And then here's the gold on the white. This is another new one that I got in. I was gonna do a haul video, so maybe I'll still include it. But these are like little confetti polka dots. They're super cute. So this one, look how much, I must have put a lot of the glitterific on it because it's kind of see-through. Even this one is a big one for some reason. I gotta size it down. And then here's some iridescent. So anyway, so those are kind of fun to play with. I do like how I can probably use it. I think if you cover the middle, which I plan to do anyway, I think it'll be okay, right? Okay, so then if you follow me on Instagram, which I haven't been like really active on Instagram until just during the pandemic, but I did try to make those little rainbows that I actually first saw it on Erica's channel. I don't know who initiated this thing. I think it was a Amy Tangerine product, but actually made some. I thought I had yarn, but I couldn't find it, so I don't know if I gave it to my mom. So I actually had like this like cording, it's kind of looks like yarn, but it's more like baker's twine kind of ish, but it's thicker. So that's what I used to make this one. So I made it more pastel, and then these bows are just from Daiso, I think. And then I made a brighter looking one, and then this one is a lot smaller. So I wanted to be able to like hang them. I'm gonna put a jump ring on here somehow, and or I'll put a bail, and then that way I can hang them from projects. So I made a pastel one and then a brighter colored one because that's all the colors that I had. So we'll see if I get more. I thought I had a whole supply of embroidery floss, which is what I was gonna use, but I don't know where it is. So okay, and then before I get into this, let me just share with you. I did try to follow someone's tutorial. I gotta go look up who it is because I looked up several people and they have all different methods of doing this, but I did make the cotton candy, or this one is like, I think her tutorial was for an ice cream cone. So she used like fluff, and I think a lot of you are getting the fluff right now from Hobby Lobby on clearance from Easter, but we don't have that here in Hawaii. I haven't seen it anywhere. So or you can get like the cotton balls from Amazon, but I think the girl that I've watched, she had used fluff, I think, from Amazon. So what I did was I thought it kind of looked like my felting, I don't know what it's called, needle felting. So I tried to do that years ago, and I did do a few projects, but I didn't have like a huge supply, but I was hoping I had at least pink, which I did find. So I brought that out, and then I tried to follow her tutorial. So she just grabs a bunch and then she like hot glues it down all over the thing. So use something as your base. I used one of my ice cream cone die cuts because I already have the cone shape, and then I just got little clumps, so you can kind of see the little clumps, and then I hot glued it down. And then they tell you to spray, I think you spray it first with like a adhesive glue, and then you can decorate it, and then I think you're supposed to spray it again. So I used I don't know what they're called. They're like iridescent like shavings, and I got it a long time ago, and I was gonna use it in my resin projects, but I thought it would be cute here. And then I just got some of my polymer clay confetti. So some of them fell out. I had more on here, but I guess it didn't stick that good. So that's that type. I also did, I'll just share with you this one. I also did a cupcake one, which I don't know if I really like it too much. I think my other ones came out better, but at least I did it. And I don't know what I used on here besides the iridescent flakes, but it looks like whatever it was came off. Okay, so then this one, I made it look more like a cotton candy. So it has the cone, and then I just wrapped the fiber around the cone, and then I hot glued it that way. I kind of like how these look more. It looks more like how you get the cotton candy. And then I sprinkled on the iridescent flakes, and then I had these like hot pink stars, and I thought that looked cute in there. I am missing one. I don't know my other one. I thought I had 3 of the. Oh, here's my other one. Okay, so this one, I used the stars, the silver stars. So it's basically the same thing, but I just sprinkled silver stars. And as you can see, I like this shape the best, so I keep going back to that shape. And then this one is the little hearts. So those are harder to see, but I do like the effect that it gave. So overall, I had fun making these. I wish I had more of the fluff. I did order more from AliExpress, but who knows when that's gonna come. I do want other colors, but I do like this way. I think it looks more authentic. It looks more 3D rather than this way, but this way is good if you're gonna put it on flatter projects. Okay, so that is that project share. And then since I started on this, I watched, I think it was Tamika's video on making paper, I think they're like paper ruffles or something like that. And I think she sewed hers, and she added like crepe paper. She added a lot of stuff, but I guess I like mine a little bit more simple. I don't like it too bulky because it's hard to pack stuff if you have it or your project. Like I tried to layer some, I'll show you, but I didn't do a very good job on it, like how other people can do it. So anyway, so this is what I came up with. So I don't really have a sewing machine right now. So I decided, I followed somebody else's tutorial. I will try to link it down below. I think it's Sarah. I think that's her name. And so she does one just using glue. I tried to use just regular wet glue, but it didn't really stick that well. I think because it's cardstock, so it's kind of thicker. So I ended up using my hot glue gun, and I think that that worked the best. So after you fold all the pleats, then I put another strip over it to kind of hold it in place, and I think it adds a little bit, like at least another layer. So then I busted out whatever embellishments and like beads and sequins, and so this is what I came up with. So I really wanted to use one of these cotton candy things on one of them, so that's one. And these papers are all of them are just from my scraps. So when I had made those folios, the Happy Meal folios to give to my friends, there's some excess that you have to cut off. So I made, with that excess, I made rosettes and then now I'm making these. So I'm hoping that's the last of it. Like I can just toss the rest of the scraps. Like I really tried to use up everything, and so I'm getting bored of these designs because I want to move on. So that's why you'll see a lot of the colors are the same, because I didn't really want to cut into brand new paper just to make this. So because these are 1-inch strips, and then all you do is you just pleat it, and then you glue the front and you glue the back together. Okay, so anyway, that's the cupcake. And then originally I had done I tried to make a whole series of just the Jen Hadfield stuff, but then I just tried to use a whole ephemera pack, but a lot of them are really big and I didn't like the sizing compared to the pleats. So I ended up not using the whole pack, and then I went into other packs. So let me just kind of share with you all the Jen Hadfield stuff, and then I'll go into the other collections that I used. So this is one of them. It's this cute coffee mug with the plant coming out, and then I found, I just have a bag of like, whenever I use something like sprinkles or sequins or whatever, like this kind of stuff, I brought it out already. I don't like to go and put it back because I'm lazy. So I just have it in a little bag in my work area, and then whenever I need to make this kind of stuff, I pull it out and I try to use up all that stuff first. See, all my little sprinkles are coming off. So I've been trying to just use whatever was in the bag. So I found this one, so I glued that on, and then I did a few sequins here and there. I like this one a lot. I think this bird is really cute. It has gold foiling, and then I just added on like some sequins and hearts. This is when I first busted out the rosette, and I thought it looked cute with this cat because he's kind of cut off. And then I added on another heart and some sequins here. What do you guys use these for anyway? Do you guys put them on cards, or do you guys put them on like projects? I think like bag toppers, right? I see them a lot on bag toppers. So here's the sloth. So he's kind of big, and then I added a flower. This is like my one real layering part that I did. And then I just kind of add on sequins here and there. This one is also part of the Jen Hadfield collection. This is one of the bigger pieces too, like the sloth. So this is about as big as I went. There's ones that are actually bigger than that. So this one, because it's so big, I decided to put it in the middle. Like this is towards the end when I was getting tired. So I'm like, I'm just gonna stick it in the middle. So you don't really see the pleating because the heart image is so big, but it is pleated. What else? This one is also the Jen Hadfield collection. So it's a very softer look, and I thought it went nice with the paper. This is Bloom Street paper. This is probably the only one that I did cut a strip from. But I thought it matched nicely. It's the one with all the hearts, so you can't even see the hearts, which is unfortunate. What else is Jen Hadfield? Oh, here's another one. So I made this one using the macarons. And this is a tiny rosette. So this one is the regular size when you just pleat it without cutting the streamer. And then this one, I cut the streamer in half, and look how much smaller it is. It's like way smaller, look. I thought that was kind of strange. I thought it was only going to be a little bit smaller. Anyway, so I glued it behind because it was, when I glued it on top, it was a little too bulky for me. Okay, do I have more? Oh yeah, so this one is also the Jen Hadfield. I actually used the flamingo. This is actually flamingo paper, so I thought it would match. She's a cute flamingo. I don't really like flamingos, but I thought that one was kind of cute. This one is a basket. These are the ones I made later last night because, oh my god, I made all these other ones and then I was on the couch and I had forgot that I was flattening them under books, under my paper. And then I lifted one up and I was like, oh my god, I have all these ruffles there that I forgot about. So I went back to decorating them last night. Anyway, back to this one. So this one is like a little beach bag looking thing, and then I added a bow and a pom-pom in the middle, and then these are the new flowers that I got and that I'll share in another haul. They're super cute. I love the size. And then this cupcake was in that ephemera collection, and then I just added the pom-pom to it and then more sequins. It's amazing because like when I just saw like this one on its own, I just felt like it was so busy. Like I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like that pairing. Even this, like I have a hard time pattern mixing, but I think it came out okay. Sorry, that's so much Jen Hadfield. Okay, so I made a lot more strips than I thought. So here's one with the gray, and then I just did pink to go with the gray. I love this bird. Oh, and this one I layered. See, I layered. It's not easy for me to layer, I guess. Here's a purse, and this one I was a little proud of because I put gemmies on the top to make like the snap closure. And then here's the raccoon. He's so cute. I love this kind of animals. So cute. And then here is the coffee cup with the cool sunglasses. That's kind of not me. I don't know if I can pull off that kind of stuff. Okay, and then here's another one where I tried to layer. So I got the present and then I put the bake over it. But I still feel like it's kind of big. Like, I don't know how you guys do that. Oh, this one, my bead's coming off. I have to put that on back over here. And here's another cupcake, and I just glued on. This is supposed to have the star bead like this. See, it's supposed to be there. And are you getting bored yet? Sorry. Here's the flowers in the envelope. And then my hedgehog, he's so cute. I really like this one. And I have some little flower sequins there. And then here's a flower one. So I just tried to like play around with the colors. Oh, okay, so this one is not Jen Hadfield. This is actually from the Bloom Street collection. I did buy the set of butterfly stickers. And because this was like a white, it's a vellum, but it's like a pearly looking vellum. I thought it needed something a little bit darker because I had the pink strip here. I didn't want to put like another pink, but it had purple and pink, so that's why I did that one. Okay, so that's all the Jen Hadfield. That's a lot, yeah? Are you tired of Jen Hadfield yet? Okay, so then I had these other ones that the rest of my Jen Hadfield ephemera didn't really match, so I busted out my magical birthday. So this is from that ephemera pack. So I put the rainbow. Look how cute. I love it. And then I used the unicorn. So I put the wand too. That's one of the ephemera pieces. She's all gold. And then I put a little bow tie and then some star beads. And then I decided to make some that were not so whimsical, like a little more shabby. So this is what I came up with. So this is actually a different collection from these. This is, I think they're both Kaisercraft, but they're just different collections. So this one I used it was a flower ephemera from the set that I had used on the sympathy cards when I had redone the Stampin' Up kit, the paper pumpkin kit. So this is one of the other pieces. I added on, oh, did it come with the, oh, it was the same piece as the leaf. And then I added on a little bow punch and then the little flowers. That came out kind of nice. And then these, because all of the papers were a little bit lighter in the pastel colors compared to this one. This one is a little bit more peachy. This is more really light pink and light mint. So I found a different collection. I think it's like a fairy collection, but it had a lot of like friendship quotes on there. So but it matched like the paper, the tone of the paper better. So this one, like you can't even see the peachy color I had underneath. But so I decided to put the butterflies, and then I did glitter them myself. Like they weren't glittered on its own. It was just like plain. So I thought it was a little bit too plain. So I just took out my stickles last night and I did a little bit glittering all around the edges and around the butterflies and around the sign. Kind of like how that came out. I think I was tired of putting it all on the sides. So these were like the later ones that I did. So this one, I also glittered just the butterflies. I didn't do all around the whole thing. But this was a one piece, and so I just popped it up using foam tape. And then these two look the same. So this is just that same flower. But I glittered it because it wasn't glittered. So I used my, I think it's the Stardust. That's my favorite, stickles. So this is also that vellum. It's like a pearly vellum. And then I thought this was soft enough to go with that. And then this paper was also soft in color. So kind of like having a variety, like not only whimsical, but also, you know, so my goal was to try and use that whole Jen Hadfield collection, but I just couldn't do it. Some of them are really big, so it didn't match. So I'll have to save those for other projects. But I'm pretty happy that I did as much as I did. So now I have an abundance of these paper ruffles, and I don't know what to do with them. Please tell me what you use them for. Do you put them on cards, or do you just put them on projects? Like 3D projects. So I'm kind of interested to see. I haven't really seen. I'm thinking people use it on bag toppers, right? Is that what they use it for? Okay, well anyway, that's my mixed plate for today. I did get final word that we are going back to work next week, Monday. So this will be my last week off. And I guess hopefully I can still continue crafting as much as I have been. But anyway, it's been kind of fun being able to get back to my crafting roots, like how I used to craft before. But anyway, I'll do another haul video to show like all the new stuff that I got in, since I haven't shared that yet. But anyway, hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!